Hello everybody and welcome back to Cooking with Miss Joyce. How was your Easter? Mine was a blessed Easter Sunday. Visited with my mom who's now 89 years old. Bless her, she's sweet as she can be. Hey Mom, you watching me? All right now. We are now continuing on with our seafood sensation. Also, I wanted to tell you guys that 44 years ago on Easter, I went into labor with my daughter. And when Easter comes around every year, she goes, "Oh, Mom, here you go." When Easter comes around every year, I'm just so reminded about that. My daughter's birthday and my deceased husband's birthday are just 2 days apart. And so this episode, I am going to dedicate to both of them. So Chesley, it's to you, my darling. We're going to continue on with our seafood sensation. This will be episode number 2. So today we're going to do blackened salmon. So we're going to start with our salmon. Now I didn't this time, I did not get the real thick salmon. These came from Aldi. I'll just go ahead and tell everybody. These came from Aldi and they're the thinner sliced salmon. Had so much to do yesterday with Easter and all, we just chose not to go and get thick salmon. So what I'm mixing in here is my blackened ingredients that's going to make this salmon blackened. Okay, let's tell you what that is. I'm going to put it on both sides of it. I did skin it. I took the skin off of it. So I'm rubbing it in pretty good. Because it's not real thick, it doesn't take a whole lot. So what's in here is garlic powder, a little no, that's not chopped. Red pepper, a little thyme, a little basil, and a little granulated onion. I'm sorry, garlic. Forgive me for that. And I took all those ingredients and I mixed it all together here. I didn't do a whole lot because you see the salmon is small. So we're going to do the salmon in the air fryer. I've got the skillet in here getting hot. I've got the olive oil in there already. So all I'm going to do now is drop it in here. You see it and you hear it, right? 3 little pieces. Not a whole lot, but enough to get this episode done. Okay, guys? You don't need a lot, you don't need a whole lot to make this happen. Just a small amount. So we're going to stick it back in here, and we've got it on 400. We're going to leave it in there just for a little bit. Now, after we come out of that, we're going to go ahead and do the shrimp. So the shrimp, you look at these nice size. These are already 100% cooked. I bought them cooked already, and I'm leaving the shell on them. And I'm just going to take the rest of this and put it over there. How's that? Now you know, guys, if you've been watching me for a little bit, I don't do a whole lot of salt. I did put just a little bit of salt in there that I didn't tell you about. A little bit of the pink Himalayan. Just a little bit of that I put in there. So we've got that pushed to the side. And just a few more minutes and I'm going to be turning that over. But while that's doing that, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do next. We're going to take the couple tablespoons of butter. I've got some chopped fresh garlic. I've got some fresh chopped red onion. And then I've got some parsley. Some chopped fresh parsley. And I am going to stir fry that in that little skillet that's in this air fryer as soon as we get that salmon done. And because this is going to have the sauteed shrimp with it, the sauteed shrimp is going to consist of the things that I just showed you here, the seasonings that's already on here, some white wine. I've got the white wine here, a cup of that, any kind of white wine you want to use, and a half a cup of heavy cream that I've got already portioned out. And you'll see how easy it is. This is easy. And then I've got my my fresh lemon that you don't have to wait to squeeze. You can squeeze it now if I want to. I squeeze a little bit on there and get that ready. Now I'm going to go ahead and remove this glove, stand up, and see what's going on in here. I'm going to actually take it down so you guys can see too. Like I said, it was thin, so just know that it's not the thick one. Thin. It doesn't take anything thin long to cook, right? Not at all. And I had already taken the skin off of it. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you guys that when you're doing this, you have to be careful that you don't slide your pan out and things like that. So back on 400, just for a little bit more. Okay. Alrighty now. We definitely don't want to get it too tough. The salmon doesn't take that long to cook. Alright, now, let me tell you what, it's not enough. Let me tell you what else we're going to have with this. We're going to have some rice cauliflower, and it's mashed. Have any of you ever had the rice cauliflower mashed up like mashed potatoes? Some people probably saying, ugh, ugh. Well, I tell you what, don't do that. It's a good taste. And what I did, I came up with my own recipe for it. Nobody told me to do this. This is my own recipe that I came up with after I mashed my cauliflower. And you whip it with a little heavy cream. You put some butter in it, of course, and I put a little sour cream in mine, and you put some salt in it if you want. It needs a little bit of salt. And you mash it up real good like you would a mashed potato. And actually, it looks like a lumpy mashed potato, but it doesn't have the carbs in it, baby girl, that's trying to get in that swimsuit this summer, right? And be looking all sexy and stuff. I'm not trying to fit myself in a sexy swimsuit, but I do want to take some more pounds off. I told you guys early on when I started this that I started because my doctor challenged me to take some weight off. And he challenged me right before Christmas, right? You know, like right before Thanksgiving is when he did this challenge to me. And so I can truly say that since then, we've had Christmas, we had Thanksgiving, we had Christmas, we had New Year's, we had Valentine's Day, all that chocolate and stuff that nobody bought me any. But anyway, then I had my birthday. Plenty opportunity for me to gain a lot of weight. But you know what, folks? I didn't gain it. I'm still 10 pounds off. And so I thank myself. I thank myself for being good and eating the right way. So, I think it's time to take this salmon out, so let's go ahead and do that. It's good and done. It smells good too. It smells really good. Take that out. That other little part was a little crumbly, so I'm just going to have to go ahead and take that out this way. Boy, it smells really good. It really, really does. Okay, so we're just going to throw these shrimp in here in the same oil that was in here. You know, it's not going to take these very long, so now here we go. We're going to stick these in here. Every opportunity I get to take that glove off, I'm going to do it. Because you know, as I say every week, they do get a little warm. And so, yeah, I took the 10 pounds off, and I thank God that they're still off. So I'm monitoring myself in what I eat. So for those of you who, like myself, want to look a little bit thinner this summer, we can do it. We can do this. We can do this. We can eat things that's not fattening. Salmon is one of them. I use my air fryers every day for everything I cook. Since the doctor gave me that challenge, I have not cooked anything on my 4 burners. Nothing. I have not baked anything in the oven besides the bread the other day that I told you guys about. That could either be baked in the oven or in your air fryer. I just absolutely said to myself, Joyce, if you're going to do this cooking show, you need to prove to yourself that everything you do can be done in these air fryers. And so far, I've been doing real good. Now, folks, I'm going to tell you, for those of you who do not have air fryers yet, everything that you see me do in the air fryer, you can also do on top of the stove and in the oven. So fear not. Tell your friends and neighbors and everybody you love to tune in, watch Miss Joyce, and whatever they see her cooking in this air fryer can also be cooked on your traditional stove. Whether it's gas or electric, it doesn't matter. Okay, so I told you that shrimp was already cooked, and it is. So it doesn't need to be in here very long, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and take them out and put them right over here. I just need to get them down in that oil and seasonings. All right. So now in goes the butter that I told you about to begin with. 2 tablespoons of butter, chopped garlic, clove, red onion. Get that going first, and then put in a little bit of parsley. Stick that in here and get that going. All right. So now, back to talking about how we're going to look this summer. We're going to look real good. Right? Right. So now, talking about that mashed cauliflower. It looks good, and you're going to be amazed at the way it tastes if you try it. Like I said, it's my own recipe that I put together just because I was determined to do something a little bit different, and I think it's going to be just fine for you guys. So we're going to get that going just a little bit, and then we're going to add in. Now, just because I'm doing this in the air fryer, I'm not stirring it around just constantly. If for you people who don't have an air fryer and you want to do it on the stove, when you get to this portion of it, you want to be stirring it around. Just kind of stir it around, and then before you add your white wine, I'm going to go ahead and pour ½ a cup, because that's what you use in it. ½ a cup. This is a whole cup, so I'm just going to measure half. I only have 1/2 a cup measurement, and it's got the heavy cream in it, so that looks like about ½ a cup. And it doesn't matter what kind of white wine you get, people, as long as it's white wine, that's all that matters. Okay, now, for those of you who will be doing your food in the air fryer, I've got it on 400. I've got it on 400, so let's go ahead and open it up. Show you what it's looking like. Okay, you see what it's looking like? I'm going to cook it a little bit more. Then I'm going to put in that white wine. And then I'm going to put in that heavy cream. I'm going to put my glove back. I'll put on another glove. Hey guys, you know what else I did this weekend? I made a lot of bread for some of my friends and family members who I knew was not going to, even though they looked at the video, I figured they weren't going to make the bread. So I went ahead and made some bread for them. And last video I showed you guys that one slice of pie that I had made, and most of it had been eaten. Well, I felt kind of bad, so I went ahead and made another pie. And I'll be showing you guys the whole pie this week. How's that sound? Oh, and let me just tell you while I'm doing this. The last episode, I told people and showed you how to make the bread. I forgot to tell you this, and this is important. When you dip up your Crisco, and you're dipping up your 4 tablespoons, be generous with it. Don't level it off, let it heap up, all those 4 tablespoons. But when you get ready to put in your salt, that teaspoon of salt, please be sure and level it off. Level it off, because if you don't, you're going to have some salty bread, and that is not what you want. Okay, so this is cooked long enough. So now, ooh, that searing sounds good. In goes the white wine. In goes the white wine. And in goes the heavy whipping cream. I'm going to give it a nice stir. Show you guys that I'm giving it a nice stir. And then I'm going to put it in here and I'm going to let it cook a little bit. Alright, I'm going to let that baby cook. Alright, we're almost done. It's not taking that long. This gave me an opportunity to talk to you guys a little bit about the things that I had missed out on last week. How many people tried that bread? Send me some comments and let me know. I'll be interested in finding out who did it and how it turned out for you and everything. And we'll have some more opportunities to make some more bread. Even though we're losing weight, we can eat a piece of bread. I mean, it's not going to kill us, right? Doctor did tell me to stay away from breads and pastas and all that stuff. And I said, fine, but one piece of bread, a couple pieces of bread is not going to, you know, not going to do all that much to us. Right? Right. All right? We're going to cut and come back to you in just a sec. Hey, you guys, we are ready to roll. Let's go ahead and take this out. This is that white sauce that we talked about. Get my spoon. What did I do with my spoon? I need a spoon. All right, we go. Here we go. All right, you see it? Look at that. All right, we're going to spoon that right over there. Is it looking good? Somebody tell me. How's it looking? I think it's looking pretty good. What you think, cameraman? Mm-hmm. Is it looking good? Look at that shrimp. All right, I don't want to hide them. A little bit more. All right. So we good with that. Now, what I didn't say is, if anybody saw me post it up last weekend with that basket of greens, I cooked those bad boys right over here in my air fryer. And right now, I'm going to take some out. I'm going to take some out and put them right here to the side for all you green lovers. Uh-oh. Those turnip greens, fresh from the farm. Turnip greens. For all you boys that love turnip greens and gals too, not leave you out. All right. So put that back over here. One last thing, and that is some cornbread. Now, who's ever seen a little old cast iron skillet like so? You're looking at that and you're saying, Miss Joyce, where in the world did you get something like that? Well, I'm going to give kudos to my 89-year-old mom who just gave me this over the weekend when I was at her home. She said, Joyce, you're doing that show, right? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, I got something that you can bake you some cornbread in. I said, really? She said, go out there on that back porch and you see a little old black cast iron skillet. So I did, and baby, I found it. I found it. I want to show you how it cooked. Look at that. Look at that, how nice that is. So, even though I wouldn't dare serve it inside of the skillet, I'm just going to sit it right here just because of I don't have a lot of space going on, just to give you guys an idea of what this week's serving is going to be. So for everybody that's trying to lose weight, what you think? I think it may work. I think this may just work. So, one other thing I'm going to show you that I told you about is this right here. I told you I made a sweet potato pie in the air fryer, and I did. I didn't cut into it. I wouldn't let anybody cut into it. I just wasn't going to do it this time. There you go. Now, honestly, it does not have a white bread crust. It has graham cracker crust. So that's why it's a little crusty and a little brown around the edges. But it tastes really good. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can slice one little slice out of there. I don't have pie thing with me. What you see behind the camera, man? Anything? And a saucer maybe. Yeah, that'll work. And a little old saucer. Yeah. It pays to have a good handy person around you to do these kind of things. Go ahead and even, oh shoots. Wait a minute. I'm going to slice another slice. How about that? Just because that one was acting ugly. Get it out of there so you guys can see it. As many times, listen, as many times that I have sliced pie and it didn't act ugly, they're trying to act ugly on me. But you know what? I'm going to make it happen anyway. Now, pie, trying to act all ugly. How dare you? So there you go, some sweet potato pie. How about that? You know, sometimes when you're making desserts and they tear up on you, the cake tears up, that'd be the best tasting stuff. So I'm sure this is going to be an excellent pie. Believe me, it tastes good because, like I said, I've made them down through the years. So this is going to finish up our cooking show, except for I'm going to tell you about the napkin. Now, I did tell y'all, I hope I told you guys, about all the good stuff that I had in these cauliflower mash. And if I didn't, it'll be on the description at the end of the show. So I'm gonna push this out of the way. Maybe not. Just leave right here. Why not just do this? You see my tablescape, how pretty it is? So since I thought we'd do salmon, I just wanted to dress everything up in a nice salmon color. You like that? Hopefully so. So, I call this my fold that's like a little open fan fold, okay? So here's what I'm gonna do. Take out the knife, take out the spoon, take out the fork, and shake out the napkin. Alright? So, we're gonna fold it, baby, like that. And we're gonna fold it behind. Oh, boy, I'm sweating. I can feel myself sweating. Like that. Real empty, real eat. No. I'm hot. I can see right now, the hotter it gets, the more I'm gonna sweat. And maybe I need to turn the air on in my house. Maybe somebody should say, Joyce, turn your air on. You won't be so hot. And I'm gonna do just that next week. Fold that and then fold it again, guys. And now you got a little fan. You got a little fan. So you're going to place your knife in, point it up. Place your spoon in. And then your fork. And then you just fold it back a little bit. Kind of make it a little cute. But when people come and sit down in front of them, they'll see a cute little fan with their utensils there. What you think? You like it? You like it, cameraman? You like that? I think it's kind of cute. You like it, guys? I hope so. Well, listen. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I want to tell you one last thing. This is some good eating, baby. All of this is some good eating, baby. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying. Cooking with Miss Joyce, the air fryer chef, makes some delectable, delicious, mouth-watering food that is some good eating, baby. Listen, guys, I love you. Don't forget to give me those thumbs up. A lot of you are watching me, but many of you are forgetting to do the thumbs up. So come on, guys, give me the thumbs up. A lot of you are giving me the comments, and I appreciate that. That is so sweet of you. And every comment I see, I always respond to it. So I just want to say that, again, I might be pushing myself too fast or whatever, but I am trying to get my subscription numbers up there. My subscription numbers are not what I'd like to see them be. people are watching me, but a lot of people have not subscribed to the show. So if you would, please subscribe. It doesn't cost any money for you to subscribe. It's very easy to do. Just push the little bell up there, and it'll give you a notification whenever I've got a show coming up. So I love you guys, and today is another day that God made, and I love everybody, and I'm sure you love me too. We will see you next episode. Bye-bye now.